Today we'll be taking a look at Zippy's improved Combine NPCs. And first up, of course, we gotta talk about the Civil Protection. So, what does this NPC pack do? Well, not only does it add some beta NPCs that were cut from Half-Life 2, but it also improves upon the NPCs in the game. Now, just a disclaimer, they are their own NPCs, and you're going to notice that these NPCs are way more aggressive than your standard Combine NPCs. And yes, for the first time in Garry's mod history, they throw grenades. Also, they'll even try to find cover. There we go! Look at that! It's beautiful! And like I said, they're going to be moving around a lot more. They're not just going to be sitting there with a stun stick up their arse. They're actually going to try to actively kill you with whatever means necessary. Next up, we have the Nova Prospect Shotgunner. I'm going to focus on the land troops first, and then we're going to go into the more diverse things. But honestly, guys, I gotta say, I feel like the Nova Prospect Shotgunner is kind of underrated. I feel like no one really talks about this guy. But I think it's pretty neat, although I do kind of miss that red armor he had. I don't know why it was replaced. And for some reason, he's going into this really dark, shadowy corridor. Probably gonna mug me. But you can see this one also shoots grenades, which is something that's synonymous across all the land troops, is they love to shoot grenades, which is nice to see. Yeah, I don't know, man, I really like this red armor a lot better. But now we go into your basic Overwatch Soldier, and holy cow, man, these things are on crack. Let's go ahead and spawn that thing in again. So, I love the blue effect on his pulse rifle. If you can see it right when he shoots, there's like a bit of a flare coming from the gun. And I don't know if it's just me, but something tells me that he's a little bit stronger than I remember. So I did spawn a regular Combine Guard. I don't know where the hell he's going, but this one definitely wants blood. And I gotta say, what an impressive display. I hope that's my AR2. Oh look! It does have the blue effect. Oh, you know what? This is different. That is so weird. So you can also pick up the NPC's guns. I'd say this one definitely does more damage. Next up, we have the Nova Prospect Soldier, and this one, I don't know exactly what's very different from this and the standard Overwatch. They both have a very strong pulse rifle, like, very strong pulse rifle, but they also die pretty quickly if you know the right weapon to use. So my guess is it's just going to be a variation. Wow, this dude's actually pretty good at dodging. Or I just suck at shooting. Alright, let's go ahead and take this guy out. These NPCs are very formidable. That's the one thing I learned right off the bat. And now we have the Overwatch Elite. This is the one that's scary, because originally this was the one that only had the pulse rifle. But for some reason now I guess they had like a pulse rifle giveaway or something, because now every single Overwatch NPC seems to have one. I don't know where you're going, man, but you can see a lot more armor on this guy. He's big and beefy. But now we go into something that is very interesting. An Overwatch Sniper. So we've seen the snipers before, they hide in the coves. They don't actually have a body. It's just kind of like a laser coming out of a shadowy window. But this one is definitely very real, very up in person. He does have his own sniper. And this dude's pretty accurate, I gotta admit. Like, when I did some testing with this mod, this dude actively and consistently killed me from almost anywhere. I don't know where the hell he's going. Hey! Oh, I see you. Camper! So whether you want to get sniped or you just hate that Combine don't really do anything at a distance, this will definitely fix your issues because this dude has crazy high accuracy. So now that we've seen the main soldiers, let's go into the accessories is what I'm going to call it. Pretty much like the turret, the hopper, the mine, all that jazz. Also, it's important to note that the Nova Prospect Soldier will put out his own turret. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and respawn that so you guys can see. They don't always do it, but when they do, it's pretty dang cool. They might actually only do it. Oh, no, dang it, there it was. There we go. You can see he has a turret, he'll put it down, and man, does that thing do damage. And that actually takes down one of our NPCs, is the new Combine turret. If you think you can knock this thing over, well, think again, because it is completely rooted to the ground. You can't even pick it up with the fizz gun. Your best hope is to just blow it up with something explosive like the RPG. And then, of course, this guy, as we took a look at earlier, does have his own AR2, which is just dandy. So now we're going to talk about the Ruler Mine. And again, doesn't seem all that different from your other Ruler Mine, except for, of course, the fact that You also cannot pick this guy up with the fizz gun or the gravity gun. Well, actually the fizz gun you can, but yeah. There's no physics to this guy, unfortunately, and just like all the other NPCs, he is very aggressive, much more so than the regular version. In fact, I find it hard to get rid of this guy sometimes. But thankfully, unlike the original, you can destroy it. We also have the explosive roller mine. Can you guess what this one does? And now we go into the city scanner. I hate this freaking thing. Now, thankfully, it's not all that different. Although, when you do shoot it, and I'm pretty sure the Half-Life 2 version does this as well. So usually when you kill this thing, it flies at you in an attempt to try to destroy you with it. Yeah, ow. And now we go on to the Scanner Synth, a beta NPC that I freaking love. Look at this little guy. He just whips out a hopper mine out of his ass and throws it onto the ground. I don't know why this thing was taken away, but look how good that looks. And goddamn, those hopper mines are OP. So I've faced quite a few hopper mines in my day. I don't remember them being that overpowered. Not only is their explosion radius vastly increased from what I remember, but of course, they also really do try to hop towards you. Like, I'm pretty sure we're dead right here. Yeah. Wow. But thankfully, these little shits are easy to take out. Get over here. They're not very strong, although they are very tiny, and dang, why is this crosshair white? Okay, we're getting there. Oh my god. That is like impossible. Also, just like the city scanner, he will attempt to explode right near you to do some extra damage. Also, goddamn, we've been bleeding. Look at this. And last up, we have the manhack. Now, I did a few tests compared to the standard manhack. This one is much, much faster. So, you're gonna notice that it's not gonna really be bouncing along the walls as much. But again, you kind of lose that physics aspect to it. It kind of seems a bit more stiff. And it also suffers from what I call the VJ base slowdown. Pretty much when some NPCs on the VJ base try to attack you, as long as you're sprinting, they can't touch you. And unfortunately, we have the same issue here. He'll get so close, and then it looks like he does some kind of animation to attack, and then it stops. I've seen so many NPCs do this on the VJ base, and I've looked at some of the settings, and I myself have never been able to fix the issue. But of course, it could also just be that Garry's mod has very high sprint speed. Thankfully though, even though he does do some decent damage and he harasses the heck out of you, he's pretty easy to take out. Alrighty, now we go on to the new Hunter. Definitely one of my favorite NPCs in Half-Life, especially from the episodes. I absolutely love the Hunter. So he does shoot his own flechettes just like before. Oh my god, I don't remember him shooting that quickly. So he's got a few new attacks, primarily that one. The flechettes definitely seem a little bit more aggressive. Yeah. He also does a really cool melee attack. Whoa! Damn, this dude wants blood. It also has a bleeding effect. As you can see, we did lose some of our health. So the Hunter naturally is a very difficult to kill NPC, and something that's going to require a lot of firepower. He's trying to ram us. Definitely also good at that. Honestly, I can already tell this is so much more aggressive and vicious than the standard Half-Life 2 one. I know I've been saying that word a lot, but really that's the one thing I can think of. So most of these NPCs do have new attacks or new variations on attacks, which I think is pretty cool to spice up the old, tired Half-Life 2 NPCs. And finally, we're able to take out the Hunter. Definitely a tough fight nonetheless. And now we go into the Mortar Synth, which this is a cut Half-Life 2 enemy. Unfortunately, I think you see this in Half-Life 2, like on when you're in the Citadel. Just like with, of course, the Crab Synth, you do see these in the game. However, you do not get to actually fight them, which is lame. Anyway, this one shoots out a very, very high explosive grenade, and it has like some kind of a plasma blast. That looks pretty deadly to me. But the explosion is definitely the thing that I'm afraid of because goddamn is that thing massive. Now, thankfully, it does fly around, but it's very easy to kill. So we already talked about him, so let's go ahead and just jump right into it. This is the Crab Synth, the other NPC that we didn't get to fight. But of course, you could just see how aggressive this guy is. God damn. He's a big boy, alright. And if his dash doesn't get you, his crazy strong machine gun definitely will. So with this guy, I highly recommend using explosives and 100% keeping your distance because the gun seems to be a lot less accurate from far away. Although I gotta say, goddamn, explosives aren't even doing a whole lot to him. If he gets close to you and he pulls that thing out, best believe you're probably dead. But if you shoot at the ground for some reason, maybe he has like a weakness on his belly, it seems to do so much more damage. So even though he did kill us, we took him down with us, and we can see he's not that difficult of an NPC. If you have like a million rockets, that is. And now we go into the Combine Guard. So how else can you say overpowered other than a freaking black hole gun? And he also shoots grenades out of his wrist, which is pretty damn bitchin'. But I don't think anything really compares against the black hole gun. Honestly, I need that thing. So this is another cut synth enemy that unfortunately was removed. I can imagine this guy being like a super heavy soldier. I can also imagine it being a very tough fight. Let's go ahead and pull out our best friend, the RPG. See if we got something going here. Definitely does heavy damage. Let's see if we can finish it off. Oh! Okay, so I didn't expect him to explode into a bunch of pieces. Can we pick up his gun? Oh, that's unfortunate. But we can see all the gibs. Very well made NPC. That was freaking epic. And of course we have the gunship. Our best friend. Everyone's favorite NPC from Half-Life 2. Okay, to be fair, the fight with the airboat was pretty damn epic, I'm not gonna lie. But other than that, this thing is freaking annoying. Anyway, we have something to take care of that. No problemo. Although, expect to die a few times. Alright, man, I'm not playing around anymore. So it only takes a few rockets, and hopefully he should go down. For some reason, this one does not shoot a laser out to deflect the rocket like the Half-Life 2 version does. But it doesn't really matter, because that works out in our favor. He is dead. And the last up, which is something I think is really cool, an actual working dropship. That also has a gun on it. You can see the little guy. I've always loved him. He kind of reminds me of like a whale shark. He does shoot out a pod, and it spawns a bunch of NPCs. And then he just kind of floats around. The cool thing is this does not require any air nodes. So a lot of the times these things don't work because you need air nodes, and even then they probably don't work. But this one definitely does. The pod eventually does disappear, then he goes and flies off. And now we have a whole host of NPCs to take out. Seriously though, like when you got a group of these NPCs, it is scary. Like we're already almost dead, and we were moving the entire time. It's the sniper that really scares me though. Anyway, definitely a scary NPC pack, and awesome if you want a good challenge, because let's be honest, the combat NPCs in Half-Life 2 were kind of a pushover. But not anymore. Now you have a real challenge. They're somehow hitting me from this far away, which I definitely couldn't do back. So let me know what you guys think down below. Do you think this is an awesome NPC pack? Also guys, I would love to know what your favorite combat NPC is down below, so definitely let me know in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys in the next video, and until next time, thanks for watching, and farewell.